have time for it. Like I said, Thursday and Friday, that's it. But so both of my parents went to first they both went to Wheatley, which they could only go to Wheatley, Yates, and Booker T at the time. Mm-hmm. Then they both ended up going to Texas Southern University. But by the time that I was going to school, I wanted to go to Southern. There was another one. I remember Southern was a big one, and
PV.
Well, so PV was on the list, but there was too many people from Booker T going. PV.
It was Big Booker T. It was Big Booker T.
So and part of me going to PV was me having to do engineering because I got the NACMA scholarship.
I see.
So that's what kind of like outruled like PV and OU for me. Mm-hmm. But like, I really, really was dead set on going to Southern, and like, she was just like, no, like, and I don't feel like, even if I feel like PV was on like the fence at the time because like the reputation surrounding PV was changing during that time. Mm-hmm. But there was no way I was going to Texas Southern. You know, just like if I wanted to go to those schools now, like those schools weren't like really in my purview, but I remember Southern I really wanted to go to.
Yeah, that's good school.
And she was like, well, if you want to go to New Orleans, you can go to Tulane. You know, like, but you got to get into Tulane. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think it's like that same kind of thing that like, even though they were like successful products of HBCUs, and I feel like the whole like mindset about HBCUs have changed so much just since like last summer. And you know what I mean by last summer, mm-hmm. You know, or let's say 2018. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the attitude toward HBCUs have changed so much that I haven't asked her, but like part of my thing would be asking her like why now, like, or like why not then. Like, why didn't you want me to go there then? Because I just feel like the attitude towards the schools have changed. The schools themselves probably haven't changed so much, but the attitude towards the schools have changed in terms of like, I guess like social acceptance, really, you know.
But the schools have changed.
They have, but
it's not a like this wasn't always here. It changed because funding. It changed because the times. It changed because of access. It changed because of technology. It changed because, you know, they were able really funding. Mm-hmm. Funding. And do you remember, like, it goes back to the reason why they were the way they were anyway. Remember, we were talking about athletics earlier, right? Mm-hmm. And we were talking about, everybody knows that it is athletics that brings in the money.
Right.
As smart as a school could be, it is the athletics that brings the money. Full stop. And back in the day, we had like powerhouses at these HBCUs, right? Mm-hmm. Because we couldn't go anywhere else.
Right.